Hi students, welcome back, and today we are going to continue our lesson on chapter 4 about green technology. This is called green environmental and sustainability about green technology. Okay, green technology and environmental sustainability. This chapter we are going to learn about what's the green technology and environmental sustainability. Also, it's a chapter that I don't really like because it's more about policy. Like policy means what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what they want to do, how to make that thing to do. Not policy means it is not only for science. Policy is for management. Yeah, that's why it's called management. Policy is more towards like management, how you want to manage that thing. Like when you go to company, you have your own policy. Cannot come late, cannot go back early, maybe cannot always talk in the center, cannot use your phone in your workplace, cannot take picture in your workplace. These are some of the policy that your workplace got. On the government office also they have policy. If this person is noisy, suddenly he throw chair, then the customer throw chair, then what is your policy of the restaurant? Let's say you have a restaurant, the customer very angry, he throw the plate. So there must be a policy that state what you should do. If not, later the customer get very angry, then you only start to ask, how 要不要报警，要不要 calm her down，要不要叫 manager，要不要叫那个 supervisor. So if you got a policy, then let's say the customer very angry, then you know step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5 you need to take in order to solve the problem and not escalating the problem. So but for this chapter 4 is more towards policy for green technology and environment. Means how you manage lah. Step 1, step 2, step 3, what people must do, what people cannot do, why they want to do like this, and so on. But policy is not law. Policy is policy. But law means if you do wrong, people catch you. Policy means it's something like it's a guideline for you to do something good. So when you grow up, I hope some of you will become a policy maker. When you become a policy maker, you will think the step that make the best for other people and fair to other people, and you need to look many things you need to look, not only one thing. You want to do policy, you need to look at many things like the school. Last time people say he wear black shoe, then people get angry. People also got no money to buy uniform. You ask people to wear black shoe and so on. Okay, so what is mean by green technology? Okay, very good. Okay, so we can see here in this page, green technology is a development of, let me take my pen. Where's my marker pen? Pencil. Green technology is a developmental of application of product, equipment, and system used to conserve environment and nature, minimizing and reducing the negative effect of human activity. Okay, so this one is quite long. Maybe we just remember some keyword. Green technology is a development of something. The something is the equipment, system, or product that can minimize the negative effect. Okay, so it's a development of something to reduce the damage, the negative effect. So this is summary lah. So you can remember the keyword. If you want to, but I don't think you need to memorize lah. Some students they will memorize word by word. Please don't do this. Do not memorize. Green technology is the development of blah, 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 blah. Then you close the book. Green technology is blah, 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 and then close the book. Please no need to do like that. Okay, you just need to know the keyword and understand. Understand the thing that you can do, because the science they won't ask you for. They will ask lah what is green technology, but you just need to answer the keyword only. No need to just write the article is the or the same. Just the keyword. Maybe you just say green technology is a development of product and equipment and system to conserve and minimize the negative effect from human activity. Make it simple, sweet and simple. Okay, state 2 important of energy efficiency. Why energy efficiency is important?
Carbon emissions, improving human health and lifestyle.
Yeah, okay, so let's look at the question again. So the question asks about two important about energy efficiency. Okay, so what do you mean by energy efficiency? Energy efficiency is like you want to let the product or the system must be energy efficiency. Like maybe a car, I got two car, maybe I compare for Honda City 2015 with a Proton Saga 2015. I would say that I would say that Honda City or Vios is more energy efficiency than Proton Vira, the old Proton Vira. Because if I pay the same petrol, my Vira 很 use a lot of petrol. However, for Honda City and Vios, they will actually more less to use the petrol because both of them use the same distance, but you just need to pay more money for what. So we can say that Honda City and Vios has more energy efficiency than Proton Vira. Therefore, therefore you need to pay a lesser, therefore it's an energy efficiency even though you put the same amount of petrol RON 97. So if important, why is this important? Is it important to like use car that can reduce the petrol, or should I use, last week we already learned, maybe we can use even aircon that has 5-star to reduce the electric, or 5-star fan to reduce the use of electric. Why we want to reduce? Is it, but you don't write in your exam to say save money lah. Of course we know lah, as a business we want to reduce energy because we want to save money. But you are correct if you do this in your business subject. In business subject, in accounting, your boss will say you are clever, but this is science subject. So we must say that we want to reduce energy so that we can overcome the destruction of the environment, reduce the carbon, improving the health and lifestyle, conserving the country, don't let all the petrol go to waste. So you must say like this lah. But of course the ultimate goal is for us is to save money, and we want it to be efficient lah. So we want to save money. Less energy means less money, because we know that if you do business, you know that what is one of the highest commodity that people get money is energy. The highest, one of the most high income in the world. Why I would say energy got a lot of money? Because we can see the energy is linked to petrol, geothermal, and so on, and gas. So all these country that control this is last time lah. Dubai is a very successful country that is rich with oil. Brunei also rich with oil. Why they're rich with oil? Because they are rich with energy. When they are rich with energy, you got a lot of money. Whoever control the energy means whoever got the more money. But this is last time lah. Now it's the second already. I don't know whether you know or not. You can pause the video. What is the highest commodity nowadays? If you can guess. Last time is energy that is most wanted by highest commodity of the world. But now, if you can pause the video, now the highest commodity is, okay? 不懂啊, yeah lah. Of course you don't know lah. If you know means you are very smart already. Because I don't think you can easily find it. Well, I read it from book. They say that nowadays the highest commodity is information. That's why people are shifting from gas, petrol, energy economy. They are changing to information. Why information? Because nowadays a lot of people gain money from Facebook, from Google, and from other places. So this will be the highest commodity nowadays in the world. Amazon, actually all is about database that you can sell your data to get your money. Now the second is energy, and the energy become level 2, and who knows, in the future there is another one, still question mark. But I'm predicting lah, this is I predict. I predict the next highest commodity is the robot and rocket or space exploration. That's why I think many people believe this. That's why they put all the money into the Tesla management and also the share market. They invest into it because maybe they think that the rocket, the robot, all the thing is going to be the highest commodity, even more than information. I just read a Facebook post today because of the Russia and Ukraine war. So I see that the post that the US is trying to create robot so that the robot can help them fight in the war. So when you go to war, no need to ask human fight lah, ask the robot to fight and the rocket to fight for you. So I think maybe in the future there will be Terminator lah, see who is the bad guy. So the robot be fighting. Just don't kill human lah, just kill other robot. Now also a lot of people use drone to kill people. Just use the drone, then you put the gun on the drone and the drone will just kill the people. Okay, two important energy failure. Where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You already say this. Where is it? Reducing carbon, improving human health, and so on. Let's see question number 3. And what is the question? State the sector that can be found in green technology. What sector that can be found in green technology? So here will be the answer. We have the energy sector, agriculture and forestry sector, transportation sector, waste management, building sector, industrial and manufacturing sector, information communication sector. So a lot of these sectors that contribute towards the green technology. So of course green technology, there's a lot lah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to look at the thing properly and you need to find a balance. Okay, you cannot say that I want to focus on industry but I did not focus on building. I focus on building, I did not focus on waste. So you need to think and do things balance. Let's say if you are the government, you need to make sure every sector is in a balance and you need to read many things and look at many angle, not only focusing on don't throw rubbish and kita semula recycle. But I know it's good. So in the essay, BM essay, usually we will just write recycle, don't throw, do not deforestation. But how about maybe in your essay you can write about so many sectors. How about conserving and preserving the natural resource by energy sector? This one by using more the sun energy, light energy, or agriculture. What is FIELDA doing to reduce the carbon dioxide? All thing transportation. So you can talk about transportation. Should we use more electric car and enhancing the product of electric car in Malaysia? And what are we going to do to make more electric car? Waste management, building sector. So building sector, green construction. Means your house now need to have more green plant. Just cannot build building. So all this you can write in your essay if the exam asks, because I think this is also a very famous question in essay, industrial management and so on. So there are many angles you need to look at. Of course there are still many more. I'm sure there are still many more. There is still the number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, 13. Since you are talking about policy, so policy is very long, but they didn't write it depend on when you are doing the policy, then you need to think what you want to write. So you need to read a lot of book, then you know how to manage the thing, then you create a management or the policy. Okay, energy sector, social scientific issue. So what is actually social scientific issue? So we know issue, problem. Even don't want to say problem, we can say issue. So what is the issue? The problem of social scientific. What is social scientific issue? Let us read this one. Social scientific issue are problems that are controversial related to science It also emphasized on the real world situation. So this is controversial. You know what I mean, like controversial? This one is good in the debate. Controversial topic. For example, let's say you want to talk about nuclear energy. So nuclear energy is controversial. There will be always two parts. Whether you want or you don't want. So of course let's say we want, but if you want, we will say that the chances of risk that we are going to have due to explosion and radioactivity, let's say we do in Malaysia, and if the nuclear explode, then many people will die. There will be a pollution of energy. However, if I say I don't want nuclear, but if don't want nuclear, how the country can improve? Because Japan is using it, USA is using it, Russia, all the powerful countries using it, and you say I love the environment, I don't want to use nuclear. And by not using nuclear, your country cannot grow, number one. Number two, how many people do not have the job? Means they got no money, because energy means money. Nuclear got a lot of money because they are giving money to the country. But you say you don't want, but how people can find job and how people can get the money income? So it's controversial. Yes and no. You cannot say no, you cannot say yes. So we need to how to know. That's why we need to read the books and make a policy and following the policy. So a few of the controversial social scientific issue problem that are controversial, for example, global warming, air pollution. You cannot say I don't want air pollution. All people use the horse cannot. If everyone use the horse, a lot of people will die, hungry die, and because they got no money, they got no food, then they will die. Correct or not? Deforestation, you cannot say I don't want to cut down tree. If you don't want to cut down tree, how you want to build your house? How you want to export? And how many people cannot get the job if you say you don't want the tree? Water pollution is the same. No water pollution you can handle you can handle better. Maybe due to agriculture, there is some water pollution and indiscriminate, not good not proper, indiscriminate, not a good waste disposal. Disposal means to throw, not a good waste disposal. Throw the thing. So social scientific issue arise from human activity like greenhouse gases, from climate change, because we know greenhouse is carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide will cause climate change, and there must be carbon dioxide because we are driving car. We cannot say we don't want the car. So but on another hand, greenhouse cause drought, flash flood, increase of temperature, thunderstorm, destruction of biodiversity. These are the consequences when you are emitting the petrol, the carbon dioxide from your car. So this is again a controversial problem, and that's why we call it social scientific issue. So these are the issue. So since we have this issue, what are we going to do? So you need to think. Maybe I should ask you to think, like let's say this is a group discussion. Usually I ask my student to think, what are we going to do if we need to use that and we cannot do this, do that? So let's take a closer look. Why? Okay, the fuel is going to depleted, and this one, if it's going to increase, there's going to drop. So what are we going to do? Here didn't say. Application of green technology to overcome the problem in the energy sector. So we know already. Before we know how to overcome, we must know the information that we have, and we need to have a clear view of the problem, then we can solve the problem. If you don't know the problem, then how you want to solve the problem? You must understand the problem thoroughly in order to solve the issue. Okay, so social related energy are energy that is supply, efficiency of energy distribution, and so on. So wind energy source is a clean. So one of the way to solve is you want to use a wind energy. You might want to consider hydro energy because hydroelectric is also they say is good lah, but if you know science, it will roughly it also will cause some biodiversity damage, right? Because the water will go to here, okay? So here will be all the water, and last time here got animal, but because here got water, so there is no animal, so this thing also will be destroyed. Or you might want to use your house, you want to put in solar, okay? Solar is developed in Malaysia nowadays, but it's not. First, it's very expensive. Second is always rain, so you might don't want to use this one also because of always rain. Geothermal energy also you can use in Malaysia. Okay, how hot water go up, move the turbine, and then it goes to the cold water, and when the turbine move, it will generate electricity. So these are some of the way that we can solve the problem. So okay, let's do this question. State 3 social scientific issue related to energy sector. So we can see here there is 3 problem, okay? Blah blah blah. The first one, the using of fossil fuel. The using of fossil fuel is causing carbon dioxide, and it will cause the disaster. So these are the social scientific issue, or here also. Okay, like the global warming, air pollution, deforestation, water pollution, indiscriminate waste. So these are all the problem. But you need to explain a bit lah, you don't just write the one word, okay? You don't just write, for example, flood, you don't write like that, the flood, okay? What are the 3 social scientific issue related to energy sector? So maybe let's say if you want to write social problem related to deforestation, so maybe you can say that the logging of tree has caused deforestation. The effect of deforestation is flash flood and landslide, for example, so you just write something because the question asks what is the problem, so you just tell them leave logging and explain a bit, okay? What measures should be taken? So what should you do? I think it's at here. What you want to do first, you might want to use the wind or renewable energy. You don't just say like that using renewable energy such as hydro energy and wind energy, for example. Or some more here got what? By doing this, we can reduce the content of carbon dioxide. Okay, so for example, you can say like this, or the use of geothermal as a way to measure as a problem, to solve the problem, to conserve energy. So okay, so if no question, we are going to take a short break, and I see you back in I see you back again, and see you later, 1:45.